Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so fast in and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow. Wow. Come on, Jared. Get
Thank
a
you,
little
Mr.
bit.
Justin. I would follow it up with a song. If you did that Delta, you heard me sing. You
You do a good job.
don't want me to follow up.
Yes, we do.
First of all, I want to say thank you for coming out this morning to spend time with us as we get ready to kick off our campaign. I know that you could have been a lot of other places, but I want to personally thank you all for sacrificing this morning and coming out to help us kick off the candidacy for our children. First of all, my name is Jerry Tate, for all of you that didn't know, and I am a candidate for District 1 School Board. Thank you. I'm going to try to go through this speech without messing it up. It's only going to take me a couple minutes unless I pause. So, just a little bit about myself. I have served the community for over 22 years. Under the title of education, I've worn a number of hats. Some of them are, I've been a parent, Birmingham City School parent, currently, and also graduate to Birmingham City School students of Huffman High School. I've also been called an advocate, sometimes in the paper, by me bugging the school board to get things right. I've been called a gadfly, and that's one that I proudly take. I've been on different committee members, textbook committee members, to code of conduct. I have done the work within the community. The Bible says, let the work that you've done speak for you. So I would ask that you check my record. I did not just show up at the start of the election to try to gain favor. It's not something that I like to do. I don't like to brag about the work that I do on behalf of children. But this is the season that we're in, and I am committed to helping improve the quality of life for our students. And this is the method that has been chosen, so I'm going to advocate in it. A little bit about myself. I've been an advocate for a number of years in District 1. I was on the front lines helping to fight to gain the $54 million to build the brand new Huffman High School that sits up the street. That was a battle that myself and a couple of other PTA members from Huffman High School, we diligently fought to get that accomplished, and I think it's a wonderful accomplishment for our students. Also, a battle that we lost, but it was a battle worth fighting, fighting the battle to try to keep going elementary school open. We fought that battle tooth and nail. Unfortunately, we did not succeed in that battle, but it was a battle that we fought on behalf of our students. Fought when our students at Huffman High School had our football wins taken away from us a few years back. If you remember, our students, our team was ranked in the top 5 in the state of Alabama. Wins were taken away. So we fought the state tooth and nail to try to keep those wins on behalf of our students because they deserved it. Always fought for improvement. I was been on the textbook committee, the student code of conduct committee. I was on the front line helping to get more uniform options for our children within the school. It's just something about seeing them in those blue and white and those khaki and white uniforms. We felt that our children needed more options. So I led the battle to get more uniform options in the school for our children. Also to try to cut down on the number of suspensions so that our teachers could spend more time in the classroom teaching and learning and not having to worry so much about what our students had on in school. So we fought a number of battles. Just a few words about board members. Board members should be there to serve. Serving as a board member will allow me to continue to advocate for our children. A school board member should be receptive to parents, students, community, and the staff, and they must also be sensitive to all of their needs. That means that a school board member must listen. We must listen to the community to see what the community wants. And more importantly, we must listen to our students. If you listen closely, they will tell you what's missing in their lives. So we must continue the conversation with them. As your board member, I promise to take all input all the input available, weigh all the information equally and fairly before making any decisions that are put before me. A board member must also be willing to work with the community and the other 8 board members. Alone, one board member can do nothing. Amen. But together, working with the 8 board members the 8 other board members through collaboration, we can do some great things. I believe in the motto of the National PTA, which is every child, one voice. When I'm faced with issues concerning education, that is the moral compass that guides me. Every student, no matter what their zip code, no matter what their socioeconomic status, no matter what their color or their gender, has the right to a quality education. As your board member, I will fight for that to be so. As your board member, I will also make sure that we are serving the educational needs of all of our children. A child and a parent in Smith Middle School should feel as welcome in a school and receive the same high-level quality education as a student in any of the schools over the mountain. Yes. We have that ability here in Birmingham, and we're going to make good on that. One of the main roles of a school board is to provide a vision and a plan for the school district. Our plan must be realistic, detailed, and inclusive, and also measurable. Has to be measurable. How can you manage something that you cannot measure? So we won't just throw things out there on the board. We'll make sure that our strategic plan is measurable. And our plan must also prepare our students for life after high school, whether it be college and career ready, or military. We have to make sure that our students are prepared. Our plan must also provide an environment for our teachers that is conducive to learning in the 21st century and beyond. An environment that is exciting for our teachers, full of career advancements and opportunities for growth. We must and will invest the time and resources in our teachers as they are investing their time and their resources in our students and our communities. We will also develop a comprehensive plan to deal with all of our abandoned properties across the city. That plan will include working with neighborhood officers like our neighborhood president that have blessed us with her appearance this morning, working with our neighborhood communities on how to deal with property that the school board no longer occupies. The neighborhood should not be left with buildings that we vacated for decades. We will be good neighbors to our community. We need a comprehensive plan that also deals with parental engagement and parental involvement, and that requires talking to our parents, welcoming them in our schools, and treating all of our parents and our students with respect. We will also develop a communication plan to make sure we are communicating effectively to all of our stakeholders. All of our school buildings should be safe, secure, and conducive for learning. That means that they are welcoming, comfortable, clean, and fully staffed. Wow. We need more counselors and teachers in our high school. 30 to 35 kids in a classroom is too many.
Wow.
It's just too many. One counselor per school is just too many. Let's put the resources where they're needed. How do we know where they're needed? Let's talk to the teachers and the leaders of those schools and find out what their need and meet those needs. I will also work and advocate for things like pre-K, a pre-K center or centers across the city where all of our kids that are eligible for pre-K will have a slot. I'll also work and advocate for career tech centers, not just the specific ones that are at high school, but why not have one or two locations across the city that houses all of our career academy, so that if a child is in Huffman High School and want to partake in a finance academy, they will have that opportunity available to them. Every classroom should have a computer for every student, period. That has to be a requirement in the 21st century. Every school, every classroom should have a computer available, working computer available for every student. We will work with the city and the state legislature to increase local funding to give us more flexibility to do things like provide more teachers in the classroom and provide more technology. Every student, every textbook, mandatory. Every student, every textbook that's required for a subject, mandatory. The school system has to provide that. Every teacher, all of our teachers in place in the classroom, day one, every day. Every building ready, day one. All of our students performing on grade level. We currently have some challenges, but there are no challenges that cannot be met with proper district and school-wide leadership to make sure that all of our children are performing on grade level. As a board member, as a board, we will work to provide our district with the means to support our strategic